All right, and we're live. Thanks for watching Dash League. Today, I'm really excited for this one. We're going to be commentating Bias versus Dark. My name's TK, and in the booth with me, I got Dean. What's up, Dean?
What up? Oh, by the way, I can only see Discord on your screen. I can't see Hyperdash. Just saying.
That's not good. We can fix that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, this should be a good match. I think a lot of people are really excited to see this one.
How's that?
Yep, perfect.
All right. So, me and Dean might be a little bit biased. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. But
Yep.
I am on Team Bias, so you can't blame me.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of love for both of these teams. Like Dark, they started off as a scrim team. About the same time that the started off as a scrim team, so they've been like some of our day one scrim partners.
We've scrimmed so much.
Yeah, they're a bunch of really good guys, mostly EU. And then on Bias, I mean, Bias and are like sibling teams. So obviously, no offense to the Dark guys, but I'm going to be rooting for Bias here. But it's going to be a good match either way, and whoever takes it at the end of the day, I'll be happy for them.
Yeah.
I no longer see Hyperdash once again. I just see your Discord.
That is very weird how that's happening. Back now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the maps that they're going to be playing, they're going to start off with, I think, a launch pad, followed up with a waterway. I see Discord once again.
I know. I'm trying to fix it so it stays Hyperdash. Is it Hyperdash?
Okay. Yes, it's Hyperdash now.
Do you see Mango?
Not right now. Also, the YouTube link, it still says the game will start shortly.
Yeah, it's because we're still in the lobby.
Okay. On the Bias side, we got Mango, Metal, Stun, Benji, and Destroyer. Metal being a recent pickup for Bias from Life. Mango, Stun, Benji coming from and Destroyer coming from the team. So this is a strong lineup. They're all really great players. They're going to be defending first. On Dark side, you have Mabius, Shrike, Raspy Box. I don't see anything again. Okay. Juvie and Tim. So I think pretty much all of those guys are day one Dark folk as well. So it should be pretty exciting. They're going to be pushing first. From like my personal opinion, I feel like out of the two payload maps, Launchpad is definitely the one that Dark is stronger on from the just from personal experience. So they're going to be they're going to be a force to reckon with. What do you think, TK?
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be a match. I don't know who's gonna win it. It could flip flop either way. In my heart, I want to say Bias has it, but you never know what's gonna happen.
Yep, exactly.
If I do remember, though, they are a bit better on payload than they are on domination. Do you remember that right? Do they feel more like a payload team to you?
They're a very, very, very coordinated team. It's because it's like the same five people, not five, but like these five people. They've been playing together for months. They know what to do. They got their comms down, so they are definitely very coordinated on payload maps. I would say. I mean, they're not. It's not like they're bad on domination. It's just that I feel like payload is more their strong suit.
For sure, yeah, I agree. And what do you think about Bias? Like, I don't think I can have a personal say in it, but what do you think we're better at?
Well, it seems you guys personally think that you're not great at waterway, but that's just because you had like a couple bad waterway games. I think that payload is more your strong suit, but that you're not bad at domination. Like you guys are very good at domination as well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Either way, it'll be a strong payload game that we're about to see. I mean, we were just warming up with the Bias guys, and they got great group ups going on. It was just, I mean, it was a pain. I mean,
Yeah, no, we
in a
can
good
be
way.
annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not sure what server they're starting out on. I think they're playing on a US East server. I'm not sure if they're going to
Let me check.
switch halfway through, because Dark is a European team.
It's a U.S. server. Yep, I assume it's Washington. So, I mean,
Washington?
with the disappearance of New York, I think it's going to be a tougher time for the European folks who are used to playing a lot of the North American teams on New York servers.
Are New York servers gone? Oh, the game's starting.
Yeah, they're good. They're gone.
That is a shame.
Dark is pushing first. So let's see what rollouts Bias is bringing. Also, I see Discord again. Okay, there we go.
It's going to happen quite a bit because every time I alt tab, so like if I had to change something, it'll happen.
Do you want me to point it out, or
you don't know? I'll know when it's happening.
Okay, cool. So we can see Mango with the shocks. What's everyone else bringing?
Let's see. Got Benji holding down their dash. Oh, Raspy Box takes out Mango quick. No shocks for Bias here.
Yep. Ooh, takes out Metal as well. You know, I mean, you're going to have these ping differences on both sides, so, I mean...
Raspy Box caught out by Benji, but Dark so far doing a great job controlling the area right outside their spawn. They're moving the cart.
Yep. Only 2 Bias folks are alive, so it looks like most of them got wiped. Metal takes out, I don't know who that was, but with a charge headshot. Nice.
So Dark not really pushing up here to disrupt. They're more just taking defensive positions right above the cart.
Destroyer gets taken out. They're double stacking cart. I mean, it's not really slowing down at this point. Like I said, Dark knows what they're doing on Launchpad. Yeah. But all 5 Bias folks are back up, so we're going to see what they're going to do to attack.
Yeah, and Stun takes him out from the back with some help from MTL.
Beautiful. All 3 of them are around the cart, though, so let's see how long they stay alive.
Benji in a 1v3, he gets 1. He almost gets the second, but he runs out of bullets.
Has to reload.
That was so close. All right, Dark back in control of the cart.
Looks like Bias has rockets set up, and someone's hiding in the house, actually, so.
They got rockets way back on the corner.
Benji loses that fight, but Cart's still moving pretty slowly. They're going to have to take out the Rocketeer. I assume it's...
I think they just took out the rockets, actually.
Oh, okay. Stun being all up in their spawn still, disrupting.
Let's see what he can do.
I mean, at this point, they're slowing Dark down pretty significantly. It's about 2 minutes in, and they're still up near the top of the hill. It's going to be a tough battle, and Juby takes out... I did not see who that was. But the Destroyer is still up with the rockets. I mean, you're facing sort of headaches on both sides. You have Destroyer with the rockets from behind the cart, in front of the cart, and then you have Stun all up in your house.
Yeah, that can be part of the problem if you're a team that doesn't disrupt as much. It's going to be harder to take out rockets or any kind of hazard up way ahead of you.
Yeah, typically I think Juvie is like a very strong disruptor on Dark side, but I think they're just getting outgunned by Bias right now. I mean, Bias had a tiny bit of not a rough start, but it was like a slower start. But now they just have a really good hold. I mean, it's almost 3 minutes in and they still haven't made it to the bottom of the hill. So Bias is doing a really, really great job. This is what I meant when I said Bias is a strong payload team. Like, they're not bad. You guys are not bad at domination. But, I mean,
we're just better.
Yeah.
No. I'm just better.
What's up, brother?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not just better. I'm just better. It's just better.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, show. We just finished the life match. Not gonna give any spoilers out, but Destroyer is living up to the name right now in these rockets.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, one after another, man. Oh, that's gonna be so tough. You have to kill these rockets. God. If you don't, like, they're just not gonna move the payload. And I suspect his ability to land these. Oh my God, his ability to land. Crazy. This has got to be a highlight clip. Someone get this after this game, Jesus. But his ability to do this is just gonna make it impossible. They have to kill him, and in order to kill him, they've got to kill these guys up front first. It's a tall order.
It's gonna be a you got
Juvie gets 2.
Oh shit! Oh,
He gets on the cart before taking out the rockets. That's not how you're gonna do it.
At this point, it might be a little bit tough for Dark to make checkpoint.
Oh, it's gonna be insanely tough.
Yeah.
2 minutes left. There's not a lot of time for a team that's been set up so well, and there's more rocket kills just every second.
A destroyer going
I gotta say.
untouched back there.
I mean, he's 20-6, dude. That's crazy. He's just raining it down, and they're gonna try to take him out, but oop, did it happen?
do.
It happened. It happened, and look, now they're getting consistent movement.
Yeah, they finally make it under the bridge. Juvie getting some disruption
Juvie's
in.
taking the opportunity.
Oh, if Juvie knew better, he'd go.
No,
camp
that
the
is
rocket.
not what he needed in the moment.
He really needed to go camp the rocket pickup and prevent this from happening again.
Yep. And now Bias can try to get set back up again.
We see another explosion. Oh, but Mango takes him out before Destroyer can do his thing. One person hiding right there in a little bit of midget mode. I don't know if he was ducking in real life or whatever.
I mean, I was biased for Bias before this, but they're kind of outperforming my expectations of how they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, Dark is a good team, so Bias
Yeah,
is
for sure.
absolutely wrecking shit. Stun going 24-13. Stun, good dude, captain
That's
of
my
the team.
boy. Oh, good
Here
push
they're
from
getting some
Dark.
good movement. Good movement. 50 seconds. I mean, this isn't impossible anymore. This is achievable
Yep.
now.
The rockets are set up again. Destroyer. Is it Destroyer?
Yeah. Shrike has got to be crouched in real life, right? He's not totally playing in total midget mode, right? Have we seen him? Hey, put the camera on Shrike. I'm just curious.
Is he sitting?
The fuck is happening here? I don't know. Okay, if you want to get an advantage, just play more. Don't fuck with your Guardian and do Tor mode or whatever other shit. Midget mode.
No, you gotta duck down. No, you get on your toes and then you set seated mode. So it thinks that you're shorter than you really are.
You get a stepladder out, right?
Exactly.
Look at that. 3 seconds left.
Can they get
Or
the
just
overtime?
change
They
the
get.
floor.
They don't get the overtime. It was so close.
Well, really great performance there
Yeah.
by Destroyer and the rest of Bias. Great shit.
Insane hold against a really good team.
Yeah, Dark has made a checkpoint against a lot of good teams, so Bias just killing it, and Destroyer 27-8. If I'm that dude, I'm probably just gonna hang behind the spawn shield and protect my KD. You know, the rest of the teams got it right.
Raspy Box grabbing
But
shots.
Stun leading the way, and he's got a 2 KD himself. Fantastic work, 32 kills, crazy.
Yep.
Some
Every
fun
single
loadout.
person on Dark is negative right now.
Wow.
Match starts in 3.
If I assume the Bias guys are feeling pretty ecstatic right now.
Definitely. But
Definitely.
NG and Mango need to get at least one more kill to go positive. They're probably like, Destroyer, Stun, you keep stealing all the goddamn kills.
Oh,
There we
Stun
go.
coming out of the
I'm
lobby,
getting another kill.
instantly spraying one down. Pushing straight through shield room, trying to catch one out, coming out of spawn.
This is a classic stun move.
Yeah, that is a classic stun move. Hide in a corner.
If you're playing against stun, just keep in mind.
Yeah, just
when
look in
you
corners.
respawn,
No.
Yeah,
especially that one.
that is his specialty is hiding in corners. But he's getting better at playing out in the open. I mean, Hyper Dash is definitely not a hide in the corner kind of game. Like every now and then to get a kill, like we just saw Stun do is cool. But you don't want to spend majority of your map hiding. You want to be in the action, making things happen objectively. Good kill by Stun. Yeah, see, Stun's put it together. I mean, the dude can fight. And he's showing that right now. Raspy Box going backwards. Oof. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
you gotta hold this team. You gotta hold this team before the checkpoint and before where they held you before the checkpoint. It's rough. You got 35%. You can't really afford the time it takes to go backwards for your loadouts unless you are the world's best player with that loadout or something so good that it makes a massive difference. A little bit of Tor mode here from Tim.
I've seen worse
Players
Storm
gotta
mode.
learn, man. Yeah, no shit, but I mean, any amount of Tor mode is enough to be like, bruh, fix it. Like, let's put it this way: if you're 6 foot or taller, and if whatever that is in meters, you need to play in seated mode, and you need to look straight forward and hit the calibrate button right before you play each match. Especially since there are Guardian glitches constantly fucking with your height. It's good to just do it before every match to ensure that everything's working out right.
So they're rounding out the bottom of the hill at 2 minutes or 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
they're
and this is
way
a good
ahead.
pace. 4 minutes is exactly where you want to be right now. 4 minutes is exactly on pace to have a good, solid performance and make a full clip.
Benji takes
Benji.
out 3, I think.
Good disruption.
Benji
here.
cracked.
Trying to take
Benji
their
cracked it.
dash.
I've seen Benji perform insanely well against some really strong teams. I think like Other and Apex. Benji just came out and just destroyed it in some scrimmages.
Oh my God, Benji!
Not
Oh
terribly
my
surprising seeing him wreck this right now. He's doing really well.
And that whole time, that cart just basically...
That card has not stopped. I mean, that was literally like a
Yeah.
perfect push. I have to get out a timer, but it
30
seems...
seconds from the bottom of the hill to the finish line.
Crazy.
That whole time.
Well, a lot of that was
out.
Benji. Benji up
Yeah.
there just making work, and he's second scores, did a fantastic job. Top score stun, 42 kills, crazy. Destroyer going like a 3 KD. I mean, this is just a performance, dude. Not a single person going negative on bias. These guys showed up today, and it's a really impressive performance.
Yep. They surprised even me, and I play with these guys all the time.
Yeah, I'm proud of my team right now. Let's go.
Just a little bias.
Just a little.
Just
bit
a little bias.
We enjoy bias in here. So what's our next map?
Waterway.
Ooh, Waterway, good stuff.
So bias. We do think that we are a little bit worse at domination, like we said, but hopefully we can keep up the momentum from the last match and pull through.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you gotta imagine what these guys are thinking right now. They're like, I think they're outperforming even what they expected themselves. So.
You can't get cocky though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that's where mistakes are made.
Seems like bias is ready to go. No time needed to discuss, but I don't throw any shade at Dark for wanting to have some time to discuss.
Oh, for sure. I wonder if Dark's gonna make any substitutions here, or if they're just gonna keep going with this lineup.
Group discussion time. Strike just in his normal height right now.
I mean,
That dude's playing sitting down, I guess.
are you allowed to play sitting down? Like, is there a rule against it?
I don't. There definitely used to be a rule against it. I don't know if because right now you can legally play crouching. So I don't know.
Legally play
it's
crouching.
You can legally play crouching. Yeah, you might be able to legally play sitting in a chair. I mean, you can. I mean, most chair users use seated mode, but perhaps it's allowed. I don't know that there's a rule explicitly against playing on your knees or whatever he's doing, sitting on the floor. If I had to guess, though, he's so short that he's got the yellow bars up right now. I can't imagine.
Doesn't look like at this point they're going to make any substitutions. I think they're just going to go with this lineup. They're warmed up.
It's always something to consider. You play the guys who are warmed up. Sometimes you have a guy sitting in a death match. Look at these guys. Bias is a fun team, man.
Yeah, we're pretty fun.
Love it.
We do a little trolling.
Just a little bit of trolling.
Oh my God!
This is fun. It's awesome. Love seeing guys have fun. I mean, that's what this is all about. At the end of the day, there's a good prize pool, but that's really not enough to justify all the time we all spend in this game. It's all about the fun. You can make. I mean, if you put the hours we put into these games and the league, and you divided it by the full $5,000, which you won't get, you'll get a fraction of it. You probably make more money working at McDonald's.
You'll have a lot less fun though.
True, and that's why we all do it, man. This is a fun league. It's a fun game. It's all really awesome to be a part of.
Looks like Dark is done discussing.
Oh, show. Teabag the button, let him know what's up.
They saw that.
I was promised drone bag merch. When are we gonna get that?
Here we go.
All right.
Match
Start.
starts in 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see how the croucher starts out.
Actually, he's not crouching anymore. I think he's like his team probably yelled at him, told him to get his shit together. He did it. Good for him.
Blue takes B.
Shrike, if I'm not wrong, is like German or something. I think all of Dark is EU, right?
He's like either like Irish or Scottish. I can't tell the difference between the accents.
Blue takes B.
Oh, if it's like if it's Nordic, it all counts as German, right?
Exactly.
Ooh, Destroyer gets taken out.
Well, it's a good job by Tim.
Ooh, nice snipe
That
too.
was yeah. I mean that spot's a tough spot. to
Yeah, he
pistol
just-
from.
Just holds his guns high.
Red takes B.
It's using the
Man,
button
look
as
at this.
cover.
This-
B.
Yeah, I mean it's smart, but it's you're fighting two people dashing in your face. You gotta do something else.
Red takes B.
This is good though. There wasn't an immediate point.
B.
So the domination they showed on payload, not happening on domination.
Yeah,
Yep. Looks like Dark has both. Oh.
Benji
Dark-
just
oh,
actually
Benji.
countered right there.
Takes B.
MTL trying to sneak into their basement. It's taken out by Juvie along the way.
He's gonna trade. I think there's gonna be a lot of trades, man. You have so much time because of the ping difference to to find and aim at the other enemy before anything happens.
Team.
Oh no, and now
Red
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's on
Dark to
Benji!
the point.
It's all on Benji!
Benji! Benji, you cracked little kid, man. Holy shit.
Destroyer, he gets the base back. No, there's still one more. Navy is still holding it down.
Hey, Dark is doing amazing here. I mean, props to
GV's
Dark.
leading
This
the
is
map.
very
Going
impressive.
11
And
and 6.
Juvie's a great player. I mean, he's a great player. Like, he's one of the up-and-comers. Look at Mango doing some button dancing, making it work, getting some kills. He's got to get this kill, too. Ah, he can't.
Going up that main rail's too
I would've-
risky.
I would not advise against doing that, especially turning your back.
Yeah, turning your back to the enemy spawn is like a death sentence in so many ways, and that
Yeah.
goes for this as well as payload.
Ice just needs B to get this countdown going. Destroyer take their base, and they
Yeah,
start the countdown.
Just B is tough, and here we go, but they get countered at C.
Juvie, he takes out
It's
Benji.
Juvie. It's Juvie. This guy's all over the place, man. Making it work.
And just like that, now Dark is in like full control of our base.
Stun took it back.
Red takes C.
Mango doing some work. They gotta get their own base though, and they don't have it yet. Oh, they got their own base back, but they lost.
Countdown
And
starts.
here we
Shrike
go.
counters at B.
Shrike. Now Shrike in Tor mode, go from midget mode to Tor mode, all like that. Okay.
Maybe he's still in seated mode from like another height.
No, if you do seated mode like in the tallest setting, or like whatever, if you find the perfect place, you can be in Tor mode and then hit the crouch button and be in midget mode and avoid the slowdown. I don't recommend it since it's specifically cheating, but I doubt that's what he's doing.
Blue takes A.
Well,
Probably just a tall dude who was like laying on the ground at one point.
Bias looks like they're scrambling right now to stay in this. It's counter after counter from them. Dark keep getting these button presses.
I mean, Dark is in full control here. They're really putting
Yeah.
pressure on Bias. It's seeming like we're gonna go to control point.
Red takes A. Blue countered.
Unless Bias can change something up here, it will definitely go to control point.
You get the kill? No.
Countered.
Now, Bias actually flipping it up. They get a few countdowns off, but it gets countered. Huge group up at
Red.
blue or at B.
It's blue now.
Red takes B.
MTL also just holds his guns high. Yeah, I mean, if you're tall, you need to play seed moon.
Red team scores 3.
Nice kill
Oh,
there.
and that's a wipe, and Dark take the first
Oh,
point.
no, it's gonna be
Oh
it. Yep.
wow.
Wow, great job by Dark, man. Fantastic work. That's great to see them like to lose on payload by that much and then come back and just absolutely turn it on. Really fun.
100%. Juvie taking the lead. It's 15 and 15. 10 right next to him though. 15-14.
I mean, but like we've seen, KD is not indicative of who's doing the best job here. Juvie has been
Exactly.
completely dominating in the other base, and he's the reason that they scored and had so much pressure on Bias this whole time.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Mango. He's going 20 and 9. Benji's going 18 and
Right,
15.
right, but like we said, it's not
Exactly.
about KD. Even on a domination map, it is just not about KD. There's so much more to this game, and it's always funny to watch players like talking about KD as if it's the biggest indicator of who's good and who's bad and whatever, and it's just simply not. If there was a team deathmatch, we'd talk about KD all day, every day.
Takes A.
There will be team deathmatch
that's
soon,
crazy.
though, won't there?
We've been begging for it for a year. We'll see.
Blue takes B. Blue team.
All right,
scores.
Bias get their countdown. And
Blue team scores in
Can they hold it? Can they hold it? Oh, no, they cannot.
Red takes B.
Juvie about to make another push. Taken out by stun.
B.
Done
Yeah,
doing a
this-
good job
this-
out in the open.
Blue takes
This
B.
floodaway might be a lot closer than we were all anticipating.
Destroyer Troops
I mean,
countdown.
it's
It gets.
crazy.
Oh.
In 3, 2,
Come on, finish it.
No, if Destroyer stayed at the button, he.
Why?
I think he was trying to go for the dash.
Hindsight is 2020. Hindsight's 2020.
You hate to see it. You hate to see
You
it.
do. You do.
I think they're
Destroyer's
choking
got
at
some
this
good
point,
dashing
a little bit.
ability.
Red takes A.
And this is such a close game right now.
Blue takes B.
Yep.
Uh-oh, power play. Oh, nope, Juvie's back. He was gone for a split second. I wonder how long he was actually gone for.
Red takes A. Blue takes A.
Taken out by Destroyer, but Destroyer gets taken out before he can make anything happen.
But we got 3 Bias in their base.
Yeah,
They're gonna get countered B.
Blue team.
They're gonna counter B, and they do. They're about to counter B again. They do.
Taken out by Destroyer. Destroyer takes back B and it gets
Another
countered
back down.
again.
Oh, man, they are so good at countering here. This is an impressive show. This is such an impressive
Juvie's
show.
down. Juvie is gone.
Juvie's down again.
B.
That's brutal. That's brutal. But they're still. They got 2 buttons with 4v5. Really, really great.
Yeah.
In fact,
And
Bias
there's Juvie
only
out
holding
again.
their base right
Did
now.
someone- Did Destroyer just go back from Dark Space to B?
I mean, all 4 of. I think there were like 4 in their base. They were only holding Dark's base at that point and nothing else.
Blue takes C.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Dark is such a
this-
good team on this map.
The way it's going right now, I think it's gonna be. It's looking like a replay of the Bias versus next game.
And Juvie's in here, just back again, ready to wreck things. He's gonna do it.
Oh, it's all on Juvie and Juvie gets it.
Yep. I mean that's showing up at the pivotal moments. You know, when you absolutely have 1 player left and you need to make something happen. It's just tall, sign of a good player.
B.
Exactly.
Tall order, but he did it. He's done it multiple
And now
times here.
it's all on Benji.
Counter.
Oh my God, here we go. Countdown, counter to B. They've got to get something. Biased MTL really needing to get the fuck out of here. You
He
know?
almost gets 1, but that's a 1v2.
Red takes
Oh, good on stun. Destroyer going for their base.
Making another push.
Oh, getting taken out by someone hiding in the shield. It's always rough.
To me, it looks
Part
like
of the game.
Bias's biggest problem right now is they'll all bum rush their base and leave absolutely nothing at B. It's pretty much every time it's a counter at B.
Blue takes A.
We'll have to do a little coaching.
Yep.
We'll do that off stream.
Blue takes
Good
C.
kill by MTL.
Yeah, they gotta leave their base though.
Or do they? You know, they already
Yeah.
down a point. Just screw it. Let's go to control point.
Yeah, give us the shield button hold on control point. It's what the fans want.
Takes C.
That is what the fans want, and that's what the fans deserve.
Blue takes A.
Okay, MTL, time to get your point going, man.
Takes B.
You lost your own button. You lost.
Oh, they got three-
You got 3 people.
3 Bias members
This
in their
is-
base and no 1 B.
It's a lack of coordination. You got good killers, and they just not putting everything together in the right order.
Ooh.
Blue takes
I
C.
cringe every time I see a failed dash steal. I mean, it happens to me a lot too. It's just you hate to see
It's
it.
frustrating.
He's in a
Oh,
bad
but now
spot.
Bias starts
Nice.
it. It's a power play. It's all on Raspy, and he can't make it in time.
Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Oh, 1-1 with 15 and a half minutes left.
Taking it off of a 4v5 though, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to take that point.
Of course not. Of course not. It's reminiscent of a game earlier where a brand new player came in and they ended up losing the entire match because they had to forfeit their payload. Just rough.
Oof. Hate to see it.
I mean, but then again, learn the rules, people. Like it's not up to the board. It's not up to other teams. It's up to you to read the rules. They're available for everyone to read, and it's not even up to your captain. Like every single player should have the rules memorized to a pretty decent, point. Like you should definitely understand what's allowable and what's not allowable. You sign up for this league, it's got a free prize pool. You don't have to pay any money to enter this. So it's like really on you to just take the time it takes to memorize and learn and understand the rules. If you don't understand them, ask questions. I mean, DM me. I'll be free and available to answer any questions I can. DM Lat if you have any questions. I'm sure he'd be happy to help you out. We're all looking to just have a successful league and have everyone following the rules. That's the most important thing. That and fun. Fun is more important than rules, unless you're cheating.
Bias retook their base. I mean, like Rasky was there for a long time. I think I saw a couple Bias members just spawn and push straight forward without taking their own base.
This is an exciting match, but I mean, it definitely feels like Bias is playing this like a pub.
Yeah.
The lack of coordination. I mean, they're getting kills. They're getting the enemy point, and that's pretty cool, but that's not the whole equation.
Exactly. And like that is like what TK and I were talking about before the match started, where like Bias is a strong payload team, but a little bit less so on domination. But once they figure that out, and
a telltale sign of tall mode, and a lot of people are like, oh, you don't understand tor mode or whatever. It's like, dude, I've studied this pretty extensively. So like, you don't necessarily have to full on block the head to be in tor mode, right? But a telltale sign is when you see someone with super long arms.
I think Bice gets it.
Tall.
No, at the last second, Tim gets the counter.
No. Tim doing a good job, but you see how long his arms are? I mean, that's pretty indicative that he's in tall mode versus tor mode. When someone's got those little chicken wing arms, and tall mode's still against the rules, so get in seated mode. But when you get those little chicken wing arms and you're blocking headshots, that's tor mode. When you've got those really long arms and you're blocking headshots, that's tall mode. But both effectually are glitches.
I had no idea there was a tall mode. I thought it was only tor modes. Because what's tall mode?
No. So tall mode, and I've seen you in it too. So I'm just gonna call you out right now.
I'm 6'7". I'm sorry. I'm tall.
That's it. Play in seated mode.
I do play in seated mode. I literally only play in seated mode.
Good deal.
I'm 6'7",
cool.
so it might
That's
just
good.
be fucked for me. I got big arms.
No. You're good. You fixed it. When you go into seated mode, you fix it, and that's what it's about. But yeah, tall mode is exactly the same as tor mode, because the way tor mode works is you're taller in the perspective of the robot than 6 foot, and therefore your POV ends up being above the robot's POV. But like your robot can't actually stretch it beyond 6 foot. It's the same thing when you're tall. It's the same thing when you're using tor mode. It just automatically stretches you in that direction. So right now I'm looking at Tim and Strike and a few other players who are all kind of in that tall mode. They're probably totally unaware of it, because in your perspective, and you know this since you played as 6'7", it doesn't look like your guns would be blocking your face. In your mode, it just looks normal. But to everyone else, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, whoa. How did MTL miss that kill? He was shooting at him, and you see him throw his hands up in frustration just a little bit.
That's something
All right, we got a
unique.
group up here.
Something unique to VR games. You can see the player's frustration in their arms. You can't really see that in
Love
2D
it.
games.
Whoa! Headshot from a good distance there. Nice job. And here we go. We got a countdown to countering at B. They're going to get another countdown here.
Benji
Are
or
they gonna get it?
MTL? Benji gets it.
Oh, Benji. Clutch play by Benji. Benji cracked. Everyone knows it.
Red team.
They need another countdown.
Blue takes C.
Benji reminds me of an up-and-coming Gamer Smash type player.
Red takes B. Blue takes A.
Yeah, Benji's good. Also,
Red
Mango
takes A.
pushing to the enemy base. Could have gone B, but
Not quite enough dash to make
Red
it.
takes B. Blue takes B.
no, but yeah, Benji's really fun to play with. He's a really funny guy.
I'll wreck him in OWO bot.
Blue takes B.
OOB Benji.
Yeah.
Red
I'm
takes B.
gonna have to challenge him after this game.
Red takes C.
Jivy trying to steal dash, but nothing available.
Countered.
Yeah, tough spot to try to.
And
win a
here we
fight.
go again. Okay, never mind. They're throwing plays, but we see a lot of crowding by Bias.
Red takes B.
Ooh man, losing that fight there.
Blue takes B.
Yeah, 4 bias at B.
Red
Ready to make
takes
a push.
C.
This is turning out to be significantly closer than I thought it would be.
Red team
Oh,
scores.
can Stun get it?
Encountered.
We got 3 bias in the dark base right now.
Blue takes B.
Seems like for bias, it's just a mad dash to get to the other side of the map after spawning.
Red takes A. Red team countered. Blue takes B. Blue takes C. Blue team scores.
All right, bias gets the countdown.
Red takes A.
It doesn't last long.
Red takes B. Blue team scores.
Bias gets another countdown.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
And this is just going back and forth the entire time,
Yes.
keeping us all on the edge of our seats.
9 minutes left. Do you think we'll see a sudden death?
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, Bias played a sudden death against Nex and they lost it. So we'll see. I'll be curious to see what happens if it comes down to that this time.
Benji cracked. And he's gonna get taken out by Tim on B.
Red takes C.
MTL also in tall mode here, just a mess of tall modes. But
His
technically,
arms are really far out.
yeah, I mean you can see that. Technically, not against the rules unless the other team calls you out. But like honestly, you don't want to do it. You don't want like people to detract from your skill because you're not playing within the rules. Again, it's only enforceable if the other team calls you out and says stop using Tor mode. But you'd really better off just not doing it for your own sake.
Red takes
Hopefully the devs
This is
implement a
to,
fix. Honestly, all the devs have to do is stretch the player model past 6 foot, like make them so they can be 6'7".
But it makes them a little bit wider. They
POV.
do that in other games, and it makes your hitbox just a lot bigger. There isn't a real easy way to do it like that.
They can't stretch it taller without making it wider.
They probably could, but they'd have to do it better than other games that have used that method.
Well, Hyperdash is the best game of all time, so I have faith that they can do it the right way.
Yeah, Triangle Factory is pretty great. They could probably
Another
do it.
option, that I would love to see implemented is both allowing you to go past 6 foot. I mean, make it so you can go freaking 8 feet or whatever. But then also, I genuinely think you should be able to select your height. It seems weird to me that your natural, physical abilities would affect your VR height, and your VR hitbox and how you play the game is totally impacted by how tall you are in real life. And that doesn't seem to make sense in a video game, in my opinion. Everyone should be allowed to choose what they play at.
Yeah, I agree.
Blue team scores in
I feel like I do try to make myself a little bit shorter just because of that, because I feel like
blue takes C.
it's
They
easier to
just
crouch.
all the dashes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not a huge. I barely move in real life. I've got bum knees, but for me, yeah, I just think.
Dark, get
Here we
it!
go, holy
Dark,
shit.
get that!
And look at Tim. Tim doing such a good job in that button hold, taking 2 people out while holding the button. It's impressive shit there, Tim. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Match point.
Bias got to be panicking right now.
Blue takes
As they should be. They're not playing
yeah.
this to the best of their abilities. They really need to be panicking a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say keeping your cool is appropriate anymore. Like, guys, what you're doing ain't working. You only got a point because you 4v5 them. It's time for you to step up and start making some decisions that'll help you win. 6 minutes left. It's really tough. You have to get a point if you want to get to sudden death. You have to get 2 points if you want to avoid sudden death. But most importantly, you have to stop them from scoring right now.
They start the countdown.
Get that kill! Get that kill!
No. And now they're only holding B.
Blue takes C.
They get their own button back, but they lost B, and he's gonna have a fight on the button. And great job, Benji. Benji cracked.
Red takes B.
Booth bias.
B.
Only a little
We'll
bit.
do a little biasing. Yeah, we do a little biasing. We see a red streak going to their base. Hopefully, he's communicated that back to his team, and he's moving along. Man, Mango's fun to watch here. Good headshot, fellow headshotter right there.
They just need their own base. Who is
Get
that?
the kill! Get the kill! Hold B. Where the fuck is anyone on B? Excuse my language.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Whenever they have their base, there's no one on B. Needs just a little bit more coordination if they want to get this next point. Bias starts
look,
the countdown.
If Dark didn't know what they were doing here, sure, flood their base. But Dark is a very, very talented team, and they are aware of how to counter. And look, they're getting another countdown right now.
That could have been it. That could have been
That
it.
could have been it. But, you know, Benji cracked, man. I've been saying it, and it still holds
Ooh,
true.
Fighting for the dash. It's getting a little bit.
Red team scores.
Another countdown, Benji.
Benji cracked.
Benji cracked.
Benji really pulling through right now. Destroyer really pulling through right now. 72 kills.
Excellent work.
KDs are very even on the dark side too.
Blue teams.
Oh, no. Oh, that's the worst.
Bias trigger a
Yeah,
countdown. Instantly
You just throw your
countered.
hands up because what are you going to do? I don't even do that. I mean, I do that sometimes, but mostly I'll just like pretend like I'm still shooting you to like maybe freak you out and cause you to waste all your dash by spinning around.
So at this point, do you think that Dark's still trying to score for that third point, or do you think they're focusing a
Yeah.
bit more on their
Yeah,
defense?
no. They want to win this 3-0. I mean, that impacts your MMR.
Take C.
This league is not determinant on who wins and loses per se. It's about who gets the highest MMR. So Dark for sure wants to pull this off with a 3-0, 3-1.
Red team
Oh, and Dark trigger the countdown. They might get it here.
countered.
There we go. Oh.
All
Close.
5 bias
It's
are
close.
back up.
It's close. But notice how every time
Mango
Dark
takes
has a
B.
countdown, they've got people on B and Mango there. Fantastic work. But as soon as he hits the button, they get his.
Blue team.
So rough.
They
Oh, no,
get
don't
it?
miss your dash, don't miss your...
Missed
Get him,
dash.
get him, get him. Oh.
He triggers
Now
it
he
again.
knows there's a player around, but where is he? There he is.
No, out of dash. He can't make it back to the button.
A. Red takes A.
Fantastic work from Dark.
Only 3 minutes left if Bias want to do this. I'm thinking we're seeing control point.
Red takes B.
We're definitely... I mean, yeah, it's almost certain.
Countered.
Oh no, they have another countdown.
Blue takes C.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Red takes
Yeah?
This is a good game. This is a good game. Down to the wire. I mean, it's not been unfun. A lot of times these like 25-minute maps can be a snooze fest, but not this.
Blue takes
This has been exciting. Lots of back and forth, lots of countdowns, lots of counters.
It's a stalemate, but
Really
it's
fun
a
game.
stalemate where people are scoring. The most lame games on here are 25 minutes of no scores whatsoever.
You get to the 0-0 mark. And look at that! Look at that! So Tim, what happened here? Tim missed his shot, and it bounced against the wall and still
Oh,
getting the
no,
kill.
it was so close, but Juvie counters it at B.
Juvie's crazy good, man.
They had like no holding B the entire game on Bias's side.
3. Countered.
Oh, that could have been it.
Scores.
Oh.
They just need to hold that A.
2. 1.
Can we-
Oh, and it's 2-2. Only 2 minutes left. We're probably going to see a sudden death.
Okay. This is actually one of the most
Insane.
exciting waterways we've seen this season. Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited to watch this.
And look at Benji, man. 74 kills. Stun right there with him. Destroyer at 79. This is crazy. I don't know that I've seen a game where this many people are over 50 kills already.
Like we said, though, the KD isn't as important. Dark immediately getting the countdown, but it gets countered by Benji at B.
Benji cracked.
Red
These,
team.
you
There we
know,
go. Another countdown, and there's only 3 players alive.
Stun gets
they
it.
Get a counter at C.
A.
Woohoo! Stun.
That could have been it.
score is just raining from the heavens for these guys
No.
right now.
Takes B.
This is just crazy.
Countered.
There's a counter every 5 seconds. It's red, then it's blue, then it's red.
Red
But he's in his own base, so that's okay. He doesn't have his back to a spawn. He's gonna do what he does best and hide behind this wall. Not gonna work.
takes B.
I mean, that's the thing though. You're playing Dark, who's an EU-based team. You're gonna hide behind a wall. They have like so much time to peek the corner before that you register them. I mean, it's not a good idea in this map against this team.
This is just
He's been holding that spot really, really well. Like every time we see him, he's just in Bias's face in that spot, and he's getting a ton of kills there.
yeah. He's got the
They're having a
trigger
hard time
discipline
figuring
too.
it out every single time.
He'll let Bias run past two when it's beneficial to him.
Yep.
Ooh, taken out by Shrike.
Blue
Trying to get to
takes
B.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes
Benji with just a sliver of health. Yeah, he doesn't make it.
C.
50 seconds
1
left.
minute left. I'd be very surprised if we don't go to a
I'd
control
be
point. That's,
shocked if we don't get a control point. I mean, it's not impossible for someone to score here, but
sorry,
it's unlikely.
sudden death. Sudden death.
Both.
Both? Oh, so you think Bias
We're gonna
isn't...
give the-
Man.
I mean, dude, based on this, like, oh shit, wait, did y'all notice that? Someone dropped out for a second, just came back.
Blue team score.
Maybe
It was a
having some
4v5
tracking
that-
issues.
Wait, here we go. Oh shit! Wait, I spoke too early. Oh, they counter.
They might get
And they
it.
get another countdown. They get another countdown.
Oh my God! Navius gets it, and it's counted again.
man,
Try again,
2
Tim.
seconds left.
counter
They
out.
get
2
it.
seconds left.
They get
Counter
it.
at B. That's brutal. That was it. That was your time.
They could have
I don't
fully
think
stopped
they're
the sudden
gonna-
death.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. They're going to sudden death. It's almost.
If they could
certain
take B
now.
right now, but it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. There's not too much. And
There
now
you
they
go.
got C.
Heads up.
And there we go. We're getting sudden death, people. And that's not a bad sudden death. It's a 2v2 sudden death, which is awesome. That's one of the more fun sudden deaths to get to.
Hopefully, Bias learned their lesson from last time. But who knows?
Let's see. Oh,
Gets
taken out.
out.
So we've already got one player
Oh!
down on both sides.
Team score.
Two.
And that's
Oh,
wiped!
shit, team wipe.
That's wiped!
That's
Bias takes
It's
it!
over. Bias
Oh
takes it. No
my
control
God.
point. Wow.
What a
Wow.
close game.
Well, not only was that close, that was impressive, and I mean, Dark should be very proud of what they did here today. They played most of this map with internet struggles and 4v5s, and had it not been for that one 4v5, they probably would have won this game 2-1. Yep.
Damn, that was...
Before they
Shout
got
out to
to.
Juvie, top scoring on
Yeah. Juvie's an amazing player, man. Good stuff.
on Dark Side. Always fun to see him play. Who's top scoring on the Bias side? I don't see the screen anymore.
Oh, it's 85 kills for Stun, 84 Destroyer, Benji with 84.
Yeah, look at those scores, man. 4 people over 20,000 points. Like, it was just points were just raining from the heavens.
Damn, absolutely insane. Bias takes it. It was close. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Yep.
Dang. Well, I guess we should be getting off here. Any shout outs you guys want to give before we go offline?
I mean, shout out to Bias. Good shit. Pulling it all together, and shout out to Dark not giving up, especially after getting beat on water. Payload like they did. Still coming out super strong and putting up a really good fight.
Yeah, shout out to both teams. Like, Dark really, really, really did well on that waterway. I mean, even though they lost it, it was a coin flip at sudden death. So, really great showing, especially after that payload.
For sure.
All right, guys. Well,